Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to share a powerful motivational story that can completely change the way you look at sleep, mornings, and your entire life, because for so many of us, mornings feel like a battle. The alarm rings and it feels like the hardest thing in the world is simply getting out of bed. Our eyes burn, our mind feels heavy, and we start the day already tired and frustrated. But what if I told you that it is possible to sleep fewer hours and still wake up fresh, energetic, and fully alive every single morning, not by magic, not by some secret pill, but by changing the way you think, live, and respect your own body and time? And this story is about a young man named Arian, who used to be just like many of us, always tired, always sleepy, always waiting for weekends to recover, and yet weekends never felt enough. Arian lived in a busy city, surrounded by noise, lights, screens, and constant distractions. Every night he would promise himself that he would sleep early, and every night he would end up scrolling on his phone, watching videos, chatting, or just staring at the ceiling thinking about tomorrow. When the alarm rang in the morning, it felt like torture. He would hit snooze again and again, and when he finally got up, he felt like he had already lost the day. His mornings were slow, his mind foggy, his body weak, and his motivation almost zero. He believed, like many people, that the only solution was to sleep more and more hours, but even when he slept 9 or 10 hours on weekends, he still felt tired, and that confused him deeply. He started thinking maybe this is just how life is, maybe some people are naturally energetic and others are not, but deep inside, he knew something was wrong, because when he was a child, he used to wake up early full of excitement, ready to play, ready to live, without any alarm clock, without any pressure. One day, something happened that changed the way Arian looked at his life. He was late for an important presentation at work, not because he lacked skill, but because he woke up late again. His manager looked disappointed, not angry, just disappointed, and that hurt more than anger. On his way back home that day, Arian felt empty, and he sat on a bench in a quiet park, watching the sun slowly going down. And he realized something simple but powerful: his life was being controlled by habits he never chose consciously. While sitting there, he noticed an old man walking slowly but confidently, with a straight back and a calm face. Even though his hair was white and his steps were slow, there was something peaceful and energetic about him. Arian felt curious, and after a few moments of hesitation, he approached the old man and greeted him politely. The old man smiled warmly and asked him why he looked so troubled. Arian didn't know why, but he opened his heart and told the old man about his tired mornings, his lack of energy, and his feeling of being stuck. The old man listened patiently without interrupting, and when Arian finished, he said something that sounded simple but felt deep. He said, "Young man, you don't need more sleep, you need better sleep and better days." Arian was confused, so the old man continued, "Many people think sleeping more hours is the solution, but in reality, it is how you live your waking hours that decides how you sleep and how you wake up. Sleep is not just rest for the body, it is a mirror of your lifestyle, your thoughts, your discipline, and your purpose." Those words stayed in Arian's mind, and he asked the old man what he meant, and the old man told him a story from his own life. He said when he was young, he worked long hours, traveled a lot, and had many responsibilities, yet he always woke up before sunrise, fresh and ready, not because he slept many hours, but because he respected his body clock, his mind, and his time. He explained that our body is not a machine that works only on numbers of hours. It is a living system that responds to rhythm, consistency, and intention. If you sleep and wake up at random times, your body stays confused, even if you sleep for 10 hours, but if you sleep and wake up at the same time every day, even 6 or 7 hours can feel like magic. Arian realized that he never slept at the same time, some nights at 11, some at 1, some at 3, and yet he expected his body to perform perfectly every morning. That was unfair to himself. The old man then told him about the power of the early morning. He said there is a silent energy in the early hours that you cannot find at any other time of the day. When most of the world is sleeping, the air is fresh, the mind is calm, and distractions are low. If you learn to wake up early, not as a punishment but as a gift to yourself, your entire life can change. Arian asked him how to wake up early and fresh, not tired and sleepy, and the old man smiled and said, "First, you must change the reason why you wake up. If you wake up only because you have to go to work or school, your mind will resist, but if you wake up for something you love, something meaningful, your body will support you." That night, Arian went home thinking deeply about what the old man said. He realized that every morning he woke up only to rush, to struggle, to survive the day. There was nothing exciting waiting for him in the morning, so of course his mind didn't want to wake up. He decided to create a reason to wake up early, something just for himself, not for his job, not for anyone else, something that would make morning special. So he chose to wake up early to walk in the park, to breathe fresh air, and to spend time with his own thoughts, something he had not done in years. But waking up early is not just about setting an alarm. Arian knew that if he didn't change his nights, his mornings would never change. So he started working on his nights first. He made a simple rule for himself: no phone at least 1 hour before sleeping. At first it felt difficult, his hand would reach for the phone automatically, but he reminded himself why he was doing this. Instead of scrolling, he started reading a few pages of a book, sometimes writing his thoughts, sometimes just sitting quietly. He noticed that his mind slowly became calmer before sleep, and his sleep became deeper, not longer, but deeper. He also started eating lighter at night, not heavy meals that made his body busy digesting while he tried to rest. He drank water, avoided too much sugar and caffeine in the evening, and slowly his body started cooperating with him. The first few days were hard. Waking up early felt like fighting against years of bad habits, but Arian remembered the old man's words: consistency creates magic, not motivation. So even when he felt sleepy, he got up, splashed water on his face, opened the window, and let the fresh air touch his skin. Something beautiful started happening after a week. Arian noticed that even with fewer hours of sleep than before, he was waking up feeling lighter, not heavy. His mind felt clearer, his mood better, and his mornings no longer felt rushed. He would walk in the park, watch the sky changing colors, and for the first time in a long time, he felt connected to life again. He realized that waking up early and fresh was not about forcing the body, but about aligning the body with nature. When you sleep late and wake up late, you miss the natural rhythm of light and darkness, but when you sleep earlier and wake up with the sunrise, your body works with nature, not against it. As days passed, Arian started using his early mornings for more than just walking. He began learning new skills, reading, planning his day, and even exercising lightly, and because he did these things early, he no longer felt guilty during the day. He no longer felt like time was slipping away from him. His confidence grew, his productivity improved, and even people around him started noticing the change. They asked him what he was doing differently, and he would smile and say, "I stopped fighting my mornings and started respecting them." Arian also realized something deeper. Waking up early and fresh was not just about sleep, it was about self-respect. When you wake up early, you are telling yourself that your life matters, your time matters, your dreams matter, and when you respect yourself, your energy automatically increases. He remembered how before, he would sleep late watching meaningless content, and then complain about being tired, but now he understood that energy is not something you get from sleeping more, it is something you build by living better. The old man's words echoed in his mind again: you don't need more sleep, you need better sleep and better days, and Arian smiled because now he truly understood what that meant. One morning, while walking in the park, Arian saw the old man again, sitting on the same bench. He went to him with gratitude in his heart and thanked him for changing his life. The old man smiled and said, "I didn't change your life, you did, I only reminded you of what you already knew deep inside." Then the old man said something that Arian never forgot. He said, "Most people want to sleep less hours and wake up fresh, but they don't want to live with discipline, purpose, and balance. Without these, even 12 hours of sleep will not be enough, but with these, even 6 hours can feel like a blessing." That day, Arian understood that waking up fresh is not a trick, it is a lifestyle. It is the result of small daily choices, choosing when to sleep, what to watch, what to eat, how to think, and why to wake up. And now, I want to speak directly to you who is watching this. If you are tired of feeling tired, if you are tired of waking up already exhausted, understand this. Your mornings are a reflection of your nights, and your nights are a reflection of your days. If your day is full of stress, chaos, and no meaning, your sleep will be restless, and your mornings will be heavy. But if your day has balance, purpose, and calm, your sleep will be peaceful, and your mornings will be fresh. You don't need to suddenly sleep only 4 hours. That is not the goal. The goal is to sleep smart, not just sleep more. Aim for quality, not quantity. Aim for consistency, not randomness. Start with one simple step: fix your sleeping time and waking time. Even on weekends, your body loves routine, and when your body feels safe in routine, it rewards you with energy. Reduce screen time at night, not because phones are bad, but because your mind needs darkness and silence to prepare for deep sleep. Give your mind that gift. Create a reason to wake up early that excites you. It can be reading, walking, exercising, learning, or even just sitting quietly with a cup of tea, but make your mornings yours, not something you rush through. And most importantly, respect yourself enough to sleep on time. Many people stay awake late not because they are busy, but because they don't want the day to end. But if you don't respect tomorrow, tomorrow will not respect you. Remember, sleeping less hours and waking up fresh is not about becoming a robot. It is about becoming more human, more aware, more connected to your natural rhythm. Aryan's story is not special because he had some superpower. It is special because he decided to change small things consistently, and small things done consistently create big transformations. So tonight, when you are about to sleep, ask yourself, am I sleeping to escape life or to prepare for a better one tomorrow? And let your answer guide your habits. And tomorrow morning, when the alarm rings, instead of thinking, why do I have to wake up, try thinking, what beautiful thing am I waking up for today? Because when your purpose is clear, your body becomes strong, your mind becomes sharp, and even fewer hours of sleep can feel more refreshing than long restless nights. Never forget, your mornings decide your days decide your life, and your life is too valuable to be spent feeling tired all the time. If this story touched your heart even a little, then let it be the start of a new habit, a new respect for your time, your energy, and your dreams. Sleep smart, wake up fresh, and live fully, because you deserve a life where you don't just survive the day, but truly enjoy it from the moment you open your eyes. And with that thought, I'll end today's story right here, but your new journey can start from tonight. Choose wisely, sleep peacefully, and wake up powerfully, every single morning.